Life 8 years ago was married, 3 boys. I'd surf, I'd sail, sailed across the Atlantic. So yeah, physically pretty active. Photography is what I do, working mainly in the advertising world. I'd shoot in New York, I'd shoot in France, I'd travelled all over the world. We'd gone on a big family holiday to Australia. We'd had a lovely week surfing, so all the family drives out in the car, 4 surfboards on the roof. Corner of the road there's a bit of deep sand and it just catches the wheel and the car turned twice and landed on its roof. And I sort of remember saying, I think you might have overcooked it this time, Richard. Luckily I was able to be flown straight back into State Mandeville. You get rid of a pretty strong riot act, you know, when you go in, you'll never walk again. These are the parameters, don't think of anything else. Work out what you can do with what you've got, but don't think you're going to get better. Which is very good because it focuses you on what you need to do rather than wishing for what you might want. I had a phone call going, you know, the business has stopped for the moment, either think up something or we're going to have to close the doors. I worked out that, you know, I can still see, I can still talk, and I very rarely push the button anyway. Coming through these doors for the first time after the accident was filled with a bit of fear and a bit of excitement. We had to put a little scissor lift in to the front door which runs off a little remote. That gets me in the door. To get me up and down the 2 floors here we had to fit a lift. Then we had to level the floors. We had some help from the government with access to work. It's a brilliant scheme. I can't hold a camera, so moving the camera was the first thing. I had to learn how to use a computer again. You can't hold a mouse anymore. There's little devices and ways of doing that, from using a little pen to sticky keys. So all the little bits and pieces you have to put in place to make sure you can make it happen. They're not insurmountable, it's just planning. I've only had one client ask for a discount because I'm not going to be able to do as much as I could before. I told her that I'd be actually doing much better pictures because I would be just looking at the screen and getting it exactly right and others could run around. And I thought maybe I should charge you more for the more time I'm going to be concentrating on your pictures. We negotiated to stick at the same price. How do I feel about life now? It's very good fun. I'm enjoying myself. When I get to play and take photographs, and, you know, couldn't be better. An injury is traumatic. It does change your life. There's a mourning process of saying goodbye to the lifestyle you had before and reappraising what your life is now. So it has different parameters, but you can still find joy within those. Give it time and dream your dreams of what you think you could do or you'd like to do, because you pretty well can do it. It's just how you're going to make it happen.